Hey guys, this is For the Love of Insects with another video on keeping the jumping spider. So, as you probably know in my last video, I was kind of an amateur and there were a few things that I didn't do correctly. So in this video, I'm hopefully going to be able to show you how to do it right. Alright, so first I'm going to start off with some of the stuff you're going to need. You're going to need a container. This is pretty basic, but you want it to be pretty big for your, like as you can see, my jumping spider right here, he's fairly small. But you're going to want to give the jumping spider a lot of room to run around in the habitat and be able to catch prey. So I chose this jar because I think it'll be great. It retains some moisture, but my ventilation will leave it, so it's not going to mold or any of that stuff. Second, you're going to need some substrate. Here I have some soil mixed in with some rocks. That'll work great for the bottom of my habitat. Third, you're going to need some things you can place in the habitat. I have a rock here, a stick, and some moss. These will provide hiding places, and they also make your habitat look nicer. You're going to need a lid for your container. Here I'm using this basically standard screw-on lid for my jar, but then also I'm going to use paper towel, and I poke a lot of holes in the top of it. You may not be able to see it easily, but this allows proper ventilation. I'll show you how to do that later in the video. Also, another great thing to have is a spray bottle. This allows you to moisturize your jumping spider's container and allow it to drink water and that kind of thing. Alright, so first I'm going to start off with putting a substrate in the bottom of my container. Alright, so as you can see, I've put maybe 2 inches of soil in the bottom of this container. This will ensure that I have enough space where the jumping spider will be able to roam around the top of the container and be able to search for food and hunt. Now that I've finished covering the bottom of the jar with soil, I'm going to move on to putting in the decorative materials. Now you can see I've placed in the decorative materials, and it gives my jumping spider a nice place to hide and be able to hunt. Next thing I'm going to focus on is making the lid. So what I'm going to do is take a normal piece of paper towel, and I'm going to cut it in half. Now I'm left with half a piece of paper towel. So I'm going to simply take this, place it over the top of my container. Then I will take my lid piece and screw this on over the top. Now that I've secured the lid, I'm going to use a simple sewing needle to puncture the lid multiple times to provide the jumping spider with proper ventilation. Now you can see that I've punctured many small holes in the top of this to provide my spider with proper ventilation. Next, I'm going to go into some care tips on taking care of your jumping spider. So first thing I'm going to start with is moisturizing. I have this spray bottle here with water that does not have any chlorine or chemicals in it, because that has a chance of killing your spider, which is not what we want to do. I suggest misting your container every other day and just spraying it once, because if you spray it too much, it can get too wet in there, and this could be harmful to your jumping spider and it can cause mold to grow. So that's not a good idea to keep it too moisturized in there. To feed your jumping spider, you're simply going to want to give it 2 to 3 meal items per week. So crickets work great for this, mealworms. It all depends on the size of your jumping spider. If your jumping spider is small, it's probably going to eat more fruit flies or flies, that kind of thing. Last thing you're going to need, of course, is a jumping spider. So here I have a bull jumping spider. This is great to keep because they're really easy to keep and they're quite harmless. Not often will they bite you, and I've handled this guy multiple times and he's never shown any sign of aggression. Alright guys, so here's my complete setup. As you can see, it looks quite nice and my spider is quite content with where he's at. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.